My name's Eleanor and welcome to my very first Creator Sim video. Now, just before we start, I wanted to introduce you to the concept that I'm using, which is basically what I do whenever I feel like creating a sim but don't really know where to start. And that is, I tend to use a random character generator. You can find random sim generators on the internet, you can find specifically Sims related stuff, but I tend to use just ones made for authors. My favourite one is on the website Seventh Sanctum and I will link it down below. So here is the prompt that I will be going off. This lady reminds you of a scuttling lizard. She has slanted chestnut eyes. Her thick, straight, long hair is the colour of dark chocolate and is worn in a practical, dignified style. She is short and has an Amazonian build. Her skin is china white. She has prominent cheekbones and thick eyebrows. Her wardrobe is strange and is completely grey and green. That's what I'll be using, and I will pop it in a comment down below as well if you want to keep an eye on it while I'm making the sim. So the first thing that I normally do when I'm making a sim is just randomise a bit, just to kind of get a base sim that has the kind of gist that I want, and then I'm going to work on her face. So I gave her those lovely chestnut brown eyes. I think this is probably a little bit dark for chestnut brown, but at the moment she's giving me almost like Gal Gadot kind of vibes with her face, which is really pretty. And then the next thing that I looked at is the hairstyle, but don't worry, we're not done with the face yet. So I gave her this dignified hairstyle with that brown hair and I started working on her face. This goes through pretty fast with the genetics side of things. I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted to do actually, and I really like how she came out eventually. Again, this is all up to personal interpretation, you know, it's a prompt, you can take whatever like ideas you want from it. And actually I would love if some of you guys tried out the prompt for yourself as well, so to kind of see what different style sims we come up with. I think that would be awesome. Here I'm just popping some skin details on her, adding something to define her cheekbones. I'm giving her a cute little tooth gap there, and now I'm doing her body as well. So there was an Amazonian thing, so I gave her this kind of stocky, like muscular vibe, a little bit of kind of meat on her bones and very kind of strong and sturdy. Then obviously she's also a little short, so I do use a height slider, and I've made her a little bit shorter. When it comes to the clothes, this was kind of interesting because the prompt was strange, and obviously that is totally up to whatever you want. So I played around with a lot of things. You'll see me going back and forth on a lot of different things, mostly dungarees for some reason. But I finally settled on this little dress from Realm of Magic, and I thought, okay, we'll go for a magic-y theme. We'll kind of go witchy, and I stuck with that for most of the style, I would say, of her thing. Of her many outfits. Yeah, I gave her some cool nails as well and some pretty makeup. She is kind of light CC, I would say, so I don't use a huge amount of it, but where I do, I'll have a Tumblr post linked in the description with all of the different things that I did use. And you can see I'm trying out hats on her here, but I thought, I mean, without going for like a full-on witch's hat, which would be a little on the nose, I didn't really feel any of the hats that were there. So now, yeah, just moving on to her formal wear, trying to pick things out. And like I said, if you think, oh, well, that's not strange. Like, it's strange is such a hard adjective to work with. So I also tried to bring in a little bit of the kind of the reptilian kind of aspect, because it did say, I'm pretty sure the prompt says about kind of reminding you of like a reptile, and so I thought, oh, okay, I can try and do that, I guess, somewhat with some kind of slinky dresses, and that helps with the green as well. As you can probably see, I've kind of got green and grey selected in the little colour filters for a lot of stuff, because that was just helpful to help me find things in the right colours. I'd say that most of the CC that I used on her was actually on her makeup. I hate the base game makeup. Yeah, her party wear is also quite interesting here. I don't know whether you would count this dress as green. It's kind of more like chartreuse, I guess. But I thought it looked really super cool on her, so I wanted to use it. I'm then going through her swimwear here, and the final couple of bits are the hot weather and cold weather. I am very frustrated that there isn't a button to just copy paste makeup over to all outfits. Like it does drive me a little bit crazy. So gurus, if you're listening, that's what I want for the next patch, please. Thank you very much. So here we are, the final kind of overview of outfits. We've got her formal coming up here, and active, sleepwear. I'm really interested in your opinions on the party wear. Do you think it counts as green? Because the swatch kind of looked green. I don't know. I just really liked that outfit on her. And then summer and winter wear to finish it off. I also tried to flesh out the sim a little bit. So she does have a name. She is called, I think, Alexia Hayward. And I did give her some traits. I gave her one of the spellcaster aspirations, although she isn't actually a spellcaster. And I kind of did the rest of her little cast stuff. So yeah, I will be uploading her onto the gallery, but you will have to tick the include custom content option, otherwise you won't be able to see her. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. I had a lot of fun recording it, and it's definitely something I'd like to do again. I think it would be really cool to do as a collab, like one description but two different simmers making a different sim. But I think that's where we'll end this, and I will leave my future self to sing you out. Bye. There ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters.